Okay. Our first speaker is a junior here at Woodbridge. He's part of an up-and-coming band, Sundive. And he'll be speaking about diversity in time. And he's also one of the chillest guys I know. So let's welcome Tony Maquiling with a warm round of applause.
Hello, check out my band, Sundive. We're really cool. Anyway, as she said, I'm sure most of you are here to listen to talks about diversity and not about the extra credit. So to start us off, I think we should ask ourselves the question, what is diversity and how does it affect us? If I ask you, you all probably have a different definition, but they're all probably similar. You might define diversity as differences in religion or culture, language or race, and these have really been the same over all of human history. 70 to 80,000 years ago, and about 75,000 BCE, we weren't the only race on this planet. I mean, we've never been the only race, but during this time, there were Homo sapiens, Homo erectus, Homo neanderthalis, and at least half a dozen others. And whether the others disappeared because we killed them all, because we were different races, or if there was just a shortage of food, we're not really sure. But anyway, about 20,000 years later, when we reach the Upper Paleolithic era, humans are just about the only ones left, or all the others are already dying out. Now, in this Upper Paleolithic era, something very special happens. We see an explosion of culture for the first time ever. And this is mostly attributed to the advancement of language, which allows us to convey complex thoughts, like I am to all of you right now. And we see stone painting, stone carving, stone tools, stone everything really during this time because they didn't know how to mine or do anything else. But this basically goes on for the next 40,000 years until about 8,000 BCE when the Neolithic Revolution begins. And this is a time where something even more special happens. We can finally grow crops. And this allows us to build the first city-states and build the first civilizations in places like Sumer or the Indus River Valley or in ancient Egypt. And for the first time, we see the development of nations, one of the other ways that we can define diversity among each other. Now, about 7,000 years after that, in 1812-ish, Judaism is established, one of the first major organized religions. And religion has affected all of human history, dating back 20,000 years ago to Mother Earth and everything after Judaism, the Inquisition, the Crusades, sultans battling over the Mediterranean for their holy lands. We see religion and nationalities and languages which have all developed since humans first arrived, and we survived among all the other races in the Homo family. And we've come to where we are today. In the 20th century, we saw a population explosion from 1 billion people up to 7 billion in less than 200 years, which is the greatest we've ever seen because it took us 100,000 years just to reach 1 billion. And what does this all really mean to us? I mean, I just gave you a history lesson about diversity, but what does it really mean to any of you? Well, today we can still look at those very same things that create diversity among us. These religions, these languages, these cultures that kings and empires once fought over, we now embrace. And the divides that once, caused major wars and deaths of millions of people now bring us together. And because of this population explosion, because of our advancement of technologies, we can communicate with people all across the world. We can talk with someone in South Africa at 10:45, and at 11 we can send a message to someone in France. And this really allows diversity to begin affecting us on a different scale. In the thousands of years before, diversity was something that affected entire lands. The fall of the Ottoman Empire, the fall of the Roman Empire. All of this was caused by diversity, but we don't really see it on a small scale like we do today. How diversity can affect individuals, how these very same barriers and divides can change small communities like your school or your town. And I'm glad that the next few speakers will be talking about their own individual experiences, and I hope that this has given you a broader view of what diversity means and how diversity has changed us as a human race. Thank you.